Can we talk about how insanely oversimplified the fourth house in astrology is? Also, if you want to comment the sign or any planets that are in your fourth house, I'll go over what I think it means in the comments, just for fun. A lot of astrologers like to be like, oh, it's your home and your family or your roots or your innermost self, which, yeah, is like kind of true, but they fail to kind of like go into the nuance on what that actually means. So I'll see reads like, oh, if you have your moon in your fourth house, you love your family or you like to be at home. Or, oh, if you have planets in your fourth house, you might be an introvert. And while yes, some of that might be true, like let me go over what I think the fourth house actually means. So when we're little kids, I'm talking like toddler age, like 5 years old, whatever it may be, like super young kids, we are usually conditioned with like certain traits or habits based on like the environment we grow up in that really is like ingrained in our psyche. I kind of think those traits are like what your fourth house like talks about. A good example, I'm a Leo rising, Scorpio's in my fourth house, and I almost had to be very hyper aware and vigilant growing up because I was in a very tense home environment where everything was super volatile. There was also like lies and manipulation, but that's beside the point. And so now as an adult, when I meet people, I'm super guarded. I'm trying to like read in between the lines, see what their intentions are. And I do have my Venus and my Mars in my fourth house, for example, but I'm not super introverted or anything. I think if anything, it points towards like a passion for like the deeper things in life, like the deeper psyche, what really drives us. And when I'm acting on things, I act in a very protective way. Yeah, every time I see like an analysis on, oh, if your Venus is in your fourth house, you probably like love your family, or oh, if your Mars is in your fourth house, you fight at home a lot, that is so oversimplified. And so I just think the sign of your fourth house kind of tells you like the nature of the traits that are like so ingrained in your psyche from your early childhood. Like if you have Libra in your fourth house, for example, you always like try to find balance, and that's like an inherent part of your psyche. It's your safe space. Or if you have Capricorn in your fourth house, you prefer for things to be like structured and straightforward. Maybe it was because like your family was that way, or maybe it was because your environment called for it. Who knows? And then the planets in your fourth house, if you have any, kind of tell you like what area of life is truly affected by the deepest parts of your psyche or your early life. If your sun's in your fourth house, maybe your way of being is very like derived from your early life. Or if your Jupiter's in your fourth house, maybe you happen to learn a lot from your early life or your deepest psyches or like the things that you grew up around. I don't know. Let me know what you think. What's your fourth house? Do you have any planets in there? If you don't have any planets, what sign is it in? And does this resonate with you? And if so, how?